How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the LAIR. And today we're back in Historic Best of 1. I call this one Unsealing Terror, but before we get into it, I just want to say if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It's free to you and helps us out so much. Feel free to drop me a comment, talk about strategy, deck ideas, misplays. I read the comments daily. And if you have any friends or family that are into Magic, please share the channel with them. Also, don't forget, if you are going to be a new follower or subscriber on either my Twitch or YouTube channels, once you've done so, just reach out to me in the chat of the comment, say something like, hey, I just followed or subscribed, and I can respond to you with an in-game code that you can use in Arena to unlock a mystery gift from Wizards. So very excited to be able to offer that to you guys. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. So let's hop into this. So we're in the GRUUL color scheme today, which is green and red. Onto the 1-drops, we have the full play set of Llanowar Elves. He's a 1/1 and we can tap him for 1 green mana. On the 2-drops, we have the full play set of Paradise Druid. She's a 2/1, and as long as she's untapped, she has hexproof, and we can tap her and add 1 mana of any color. Onto the 3-drops, we have the full play set of Bonecrusher Giant. This is an adventure card, so the adventure side at instant speed is Stomp. Damage can't be prevented this turn, and Stomp deals 2 damage to any target. And then the creature side, he's a 4/3, and whenever he becomes the target of a spell, Bonecrusher Giant deals 2 damage to that spell's controller. We have 1 copy of Loaming Shaman. He's a 3/2, and when he enters the battlefield, target player shuffles any number of target cards from their graveyard into their library. I have 1 copy of Klothys, God of Destiny. She's a 4/5, with indestructible, and as long as your devotion to red or green is less than 7, Klothys isn't a creature. And at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a land card, we add a red or green mana, and otherwise we gain 2 life, and Klothys deals 2 damage to each opponent. Onto the 4-drops, we have the full playset of Sarkhan's Unsealing. It's an enchantment that says whenever you cast a creature spell with power 4, 5, or 6, Sarkhan's Unsealing deals 4 damage to any target. Whenever you cast a creature spell with power 7 or greater, Sarkhan's Unsealing deals 4 damage to each opponent and each creature and planeswalker they control. We have 1 copy of Chandra, Torch of Defiance. She comes in at 4 loyalty, and her +1 ability says exile the top card of your library. You may cast that card. If you don't, Chandra, Torch of Defiance deals 2 damage to each opponent. Her second +1 ability is we add 2 red mana. Her -3 is Chandra, Torch of Defiance deals 4 damage to target creature. And then her -7, you get an emblem with whenever you cast a spell, this emblem deals 5 damage to any target. I have 3 copies of Questing Beast. He's a 4/4 with Vigilance, Death Touch, and Haste. He cannot be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Combat damage that would be dealt by creatures you control can't be prevented. And whenever Questing Beast deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to target planeswalker that player controls. Onto the 5-drops, we have 3 copies of Demanding Dragon. He's a 5/5 with flying, and when Demanding Dragon enters the battlefield, it deals 5 damage to target opponent unless that player sacrifices a creature. We have the full playset of Terror of the Peaks. He's a 5/4 with flying, and spells your opponent's cast that target Spell of the Peaks cost an additional 3 life to cast. And whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Terror of the Peaks deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target. We have 1 copy of Elder Gargaroth. He's a 6/6 with Vigilance, Reach, and Trample, and whenever he attacks or blocks, we can either create a 3/3 green beast token, gain 3 life, or draw a card. We have 1 copy of Vivien, Monster's Advocate. She comes in at 3 loyalty, and her static ability says you may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast creature spells from the top of your library. Her +1 ability is we create a 3/3 green beast creature token, and we either give it Vigilance, Reach, or Trample. And then her -2, whenever you cast your next creature spell this turn, search your library for a creature card with lesser converted mana cost, put it onto the battlefield, and then shuffle your library. And then we have on the top end 2 copies of Beanstalk Giant. This is another adventure card. The adventure side, Fertile Footsteps. Add sorcery speed, sorcery speed, Fertile Footsteps, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, and then shuffle your library. And then his creature side, he enters, his power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. And then finally we have 3 copies of the Great Henge. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. We can tap it and add 2 green mana, gain 2 life, and whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on it and draw a card. So before we talk about the deck itself, let's go over the mana base. We have 5 mountains, 5 forests, the full play set of Timber Crown or Cragcrown Pathway, the full play set of Rootbound Crag, the full play set of Stomping Ground, 1 copy of Bala Ged Sanctuary or Bala Ged Recovery, and 1 copy of Shatterskull the Hammer Pass or Shatterskull Smashing. The deck has a 4.0 converted mana cost running 27 creatures with 22 lands. However, with our 2 module lands, we're running 24. So the deck is basically we ramp using our Llanowar Elves and Paradise Druid, hopefully into a Sarkhan's Unsealing or a Terror of the Peaks immediately, and then things start getting pretty nutty after that. And Sarkhan's Unsealing is not a legendary, so we can have multiple copies. Same thing with Terror of the Peaks. So you can imagine what can happen in this deck. It just gets absolutely ridiculous. We have Klothys for graveyard hate. Loaming Shaman helps us recur our threats. Bonecrusher is our early defensive spell of choice attached to a nice 4/3 body. Chandra helps us get card advantage. Ramps, does damage, she does it all. Questing Beast is just such a busted card for 4. And being able to ping with Terror and Sarkhan's Unsealing and coming in with haste is just nasty. Elder Gargaroth is a nice one-off that can help us stabilize and create more bodies, and also another card that kind of does it all. Vivien also plays well in this deck because we are so creature heavy at 27. Also being able to create extra bodies is just amazing. The Great Henge synergizes so well with all of our creatures, coming into play with additional 1/1 counters, which also stacks with Sarkhan's Unsealing and Terror of the Peaks and vice versa, drawing us cards, gaining us life, ramping. And then if we have a Sarkhan's Unsealing, a Terror of the Peaks, and then we ramp into a Beanstalk Giant, that's usually game over if the game isn't finished beforehand. So, yeah. We are running such little amount of lands because we have so many ramp. Having 8 ramp cards usually gets us where we want to be turn 3 or 4. That's the deck. Let's hop into some games. Let's see how we do. I'm very excited for this one. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. We are going to play this in ranked. For sure. Dallas, our first opponent. Alright, so we get a nice 3-lander here. We have a Llanowar Elves. Can do a Bonecrusher, ramp into a nice Vivien. This looks like definitely a keep for sure. Playing a Lurrus deck. Going to play the Serrated Scorpion. Hello. So here we will Timber Crown. We will play out our Llanowar. Ooh, Rakdos. Some type of sacrifice deck. Okay. No blocks. I think I'm interested in removing the priest immediately. So we'll remove the priest and we'll attack in. Haven't seen any hand hate yet, but the opponent has to decide whether, okay, there's a Cauldron. So let's play Rootbound, and we'll dump the Bonecrusher. No attacks. We can untap with this Terror. We should be okay. Seeing the Hateful Eidolon makes me think he might have maybe an enchantment removal, like Deadweight and stuff like that, especially if he's running Lurrus. So let's shock in here. Let's Terror. And I think we start going in. Sure. We definitely want to kill the cat, and we definitely want to kill you. Okay, he has to deal with... Oh, Trespasser's Curse, we don't even care about that. Alright. Let's play Balaged tapped. Let's play another Terror. Don't care about that. And swing in, opponent's at 10, he has to deal with both of our Terrors, and then I think we're going to be slamming the Vivien next. Hateful Eidolon we don't care about. Got him! Nasty. Absolutely nasty. I definitely wanted to play something more competitive today because I've been playing too much jank recently and getting my feelings hurt, so I wanted to play something a little bit more competitive on today's episode. Okay. Once again, nice 3-lander here. We have a nice ramp into a questing. We'll keep. Play the Timber Crown, play out our Llanowar. What's up? Okay, but don't take it from her. She gets stuff everywhere. Alright, so we have a shock in here. We have Llanowar. We have Paradise Druid. And next turn we have a questing beast and a terror. Red-white, okay. Could be red-white control. Could be Boros warriors or equipment. Being historic format, we have plenty of possibilities here. Looks like a warrior's death. Okay. Ooh, Sarkhan's Unsealing. But I think it's more important to get the terror out. It's going to be hard for them to deal with. And then we can go Sarkhan's or questing. If the terror survives, then we play the questing. If the terror doesn't survive, then we play the Sarkhan's. Maul the Skyclave, sure. But that won't save you from this. No, I'm good. You got 4 damage. We can't do both, so let's kill the Goma and swing in a lot. One down to 8. Has to deal with both of these, and we have a backup questing. Disgusting. Disgusting. You'd have to have a board wipe. It's possible. Could be running Settle. Nahiri's not going to do it.
I must regain the power I've lost over the centuries. The core empire will rise again.
Let's see here. Good game. Do I Sarkhan's? So let's go in with these two. We've got the Bonecrusher. He has to block the terror, though. His Nahiri's is not dead yet, but we don't really. She doesn't really do much. So you're gonna good game me, and then you're just gonna sit here. It's cool. Give him the heart. Oh, looks like our opponent's just going to sandbag us here. Oh, he's alive. He's alive. No, he's not. Yes. First strike. He still dies. Okay.
He'll taste my blade.
And Bonecrusher to the face. Got him. Love it. Alright, gold tier 1. Let's get the platinum. Love this deck. Love this deck. Let's keep it going. Alright, and we're back. Got a nice 2-lander here. Llanowar, Paradise Druid, plenty of ramp. Start off. Llanowar. Habanero MTG. I love it. Okay, so let's play this. Let's play Paradise. Let's smack the face. This looks to be control. Okay, play the red here. Looking to play around a sensor, it looks like. So let's go ahead and play questing. They could have just a heart, but we still have 1 mana available if it is a sensor. If it's an essence scatter, it's an essence scatter. The demanding dragon's more important to us. Even him by himself. If the opponent doesn't have a creature to sacrifice, that's an additional 5 damage. So. There's the sensor. We will definitely pay 1. Okay, smash the face. The additional land is perfect. We're gonna Demanding Dragon first. See if they have enough. Oh. So he takes 5. And put him on the clock. Down to 4. Opponent's digging. Does he have a wrath? There it is. Cry every time. So I think we Chandra. We plus.
Yup, you're going
We
down.
Bone Crush the face. Okay, goes down to 2. Now he has to deal with our Chandra as well. We have the Loaming that we can play after he takes out our other stuff. So that's nice. Although the opponent does have quite a bit of cards in his hand, so we'll see. Well, I think we win.
Oh, today's
Decline.
my lucky day.
Got him. Chandra for the win. Let's do it. Loving it. Oh, what did I click? Saving all my tokens and all of my gems for drafting Kaldheim. So hyped for that set. I cannot wait. Be sure to check me out on the Kaldheim Streamers Early Access event, the 24 hours before release. I will be getting a master account from Wizards that gives me access to all the cards, so very excited. I'm going to be playing some jank decks. Alright, this looks like our first crappy draw. I don't want to see Loaming Shaman in our first hand. We have 4 lands. Klothys doesn't really do much. And then Questing Beast. So we're going to mulligan this. I'm looking for... Okay. This is a little... also not very exciting. One more time. Alright. Oh, I might have bit myself in the face. So we have to return 4 cards. I think this is a scoop here. So we drop her, we drop you, and 3. So we drop you. Alright. We got Magic the Gathering that time for sure. But that's okay. We got 3 wins in a row. Can't be angry with that. Llanowar Elf, love to see it. %36% chance to draw a land. Here's the shock. Chuckles 24. I bet he's chuckling. It doesn't really matter here. We'll just go green. Alright, Aurelia. I'm gonna give it one more turn. If we draw into a land, then we'll stay. If not, then we'll go Mardu. I'm not quite sure what type of deck this is. Alright, so that's a scoop. Excuse me. Did not work out for us that turn. But I am loving this deck for sure. And after seeing Great Henge and thinking about Great Henge and thinking about... I've been getting my butt whooped a lot on the ladder recently by dinos. I think I'm going to revisit dinosaurs with Great Henge. Maybe like a Jund dinos again. It's just so good. Johnny Boy 213th. So we've got a 2-laner here. We have a Paradise Druid and a Great Henge, Demanding Dragon. We'll keep. Like to see at least 2 lands and 1 ramp spell, or one mana dork, I should say. And I keep. Anything else, anything other than that, is questionable. So we do have the double green requirement. So, ooh. Thoughtseize. I'm assuming he takes a Paradise Druid here. Although it's a Lurrus deck, so maybe we can run him over. Let's see what type of deck this is. Gotta be the Paradise Druid here. You got it. He takes a Vivien, really. Okay. I guess that means he has another Thoughtseize. Alright, well, we'll have this enter as red since we have a green mana. Green source. Alright. So, we get our Paradise Druid out. %37% chance to draw a land. Opponent brings Lurrus into his hand. I think I'm more interested in waiting because I don't want him messing with my Paradise Druid. We need another land, and then we can at least play a Demanding Dragon, which I would love to see him play a creature right now. Because if we draw into a land, that would be really disgusting, slamming that demanding, but he does see it. So we have a Llanowar Elves. No attacks. So next turn we can slam our demanding. I'm assuming if he has removal, he's going to take out the Llanowar Elves right now. Claim the Firstborn, sure. And then a Village Rites. I'm good. You get that 1 damage. That is all you, my friend. No Village Rites? So this is a Lurrus deck, so we can't. He's not playing Mayhem Devil. Probably not very many Reanimator spells. Okay, he does Cling to Dust. Sure. Well, it's time. So now he has a 5/5 dragon to deal with. He does have enough mana for Bloodchief's Thirst or any other type of removal. No attacks. Well, we're gonna henge then for sure. Yeah. Just gonna attack with the demanding. We will gain some life at the end of his turn. Claim the Firstborn will not work anymore. He'd have to have a Crone War. We'll gain some life. No, let's play Demanding Dragon. Take another 5 to the face. It's probably game. Now I will swing them both. Got him. Just like that, my friends. Just like that. Love it. Love it. Let's keep it going. I can only play jank decks for so long before I resort to playing something a little bit more competitive. Watch your face, Bruce.
I know, I just like it when she's curled up in a ball.
Alright, so we got a nice, don't want to see the loaming, but whatever, it is what it is. Yeah, we'll definitely keep this. Go into a land. Love to see it. Bjorn's over here just chilling. What's up, man? What's up? Ooh, some type of a Dimir. Alright, well. I have a feeling this could be rogues. So we're not going to attack just yet. Oh no. When this comes blocked, the hitting player loses 2 life. There's attacks and isn't blocked. Draw a card. Okay. Let's get some pressure out there. Seen before. Karthox. Could have a Bedevil. Could have a counter spell. We're definitely swinging in first, since we have another one. I think we play as Sarkhans, since we have another demanding anyways. Sarkhans resolves. Wow. Opponent is in a deep doo-doo here. Ouch. Power of Devastation, sure. Well. So, do that. Drop a dragon. 5 more to the base. Disgusting. And we got the Loaming Shaman. Sure. Got him. I love it. Let's go. And thing is, with these daily rewards, sometimes you can actually get a rare, a mythic rare. It's very rare, but it can happen. Tonkle. Alright. It's a little sketchy, but we do have the Balagad, so we have 2. I think we can keep this. We'll lead off with a Balagad tapped. What's up, Bjorn? My man's chilling over there. Thoughtseize. Pelt Collector. Do we kill the Pelt Collector now? Yeah, let's wait. Just wait and see what's up. Alright. Just gonna Thoughtseize. We will kill the Pelt Collector then. I'm assuming he takes our Great Henge. Interesting. So this is the Abzan. This looks like the list I was playing in yesterday's episode. I'm gonna shock in here. We will be playing our Paradise, and we will play our Llanowar. There's the Winding. This looks to be the exact same list I was playing yesterday. No attacks. Let's see if he has a Luminarch. Yep. So counter on the Winding. Conclave Mentor. Okay. We just start drawing into our Terror. But we can play our Henge, which is fantastic. We're not going to attack in yet with the Winding. I have to chump block here. Maelstrom Pulse. Okay, well, we will get that life before. Going in for 10. You have to block, right? I have to block. Opponent had a very nice draw. Let's get the questing out there. Attack with everything. Okay, next turn we can block with questing. Another Conclave, nasty. Luminarch, it's disgusting. Alright, assume we stack all of them on the Conclave because we don't want the Conclave to die. So block you. There's demanding. Play the demanding, but I still think it's dead. Probably sacrifice one of his mentors. Tonkle. Takes the 4. Good. Got to block both. That's GG. Oh well. That's best of one environment. You win some, you lose some. Still absolutely loving this deck. Let's play another one. Master Luke. Alright, so we got a nice 2-lander here. Got some ramp into a questing, Bonecrusher, Vivien, we keep. Keep. Llanowar. Zondu, okay. Let's play out the Cragcrown. Let's play out our Paradise Druid. Let's smack the face. Okay, some type of GRUUL. Could be GRUUL Adventures. So unfortunately, Zerta. We're gonna go ahead and play Sarkhans here. And next turn, start going off. Yeah, he's looking at that now. Make sure you put the headphones in.
Daddy,
He's thinking about it now.
longsword for life.
Alright, opponent has 3 mana. GRUUL Spellbreaker, Klothys, Glovestruck. Okay, another Zutov, Burning Tree, no, another Zertov. Okay, I'm good. Now we can start having some fun. Let's name green, I guess. Let's do questing. We'll hit this guy. Go in for 4. Okay. I'll hold up the Bonecrusher. We'll see what's going on. If the opponent taps out and plays the Love Struck, I think I will take the 1/1. Domri's Ambush. Sure. It's 4. 2, 3, 4. Still gives me enough. It's risky, but... Oh, I forgot it would be tapped out if we do that. Sure. So let's just play out The Bonecrusher will kill it anyways. Okay, no attacks. Thanks. And then we still have our Vivien. Feel pretty good about this. Could have their own questing here. No, he plays Love Struck. So let's play this Vivien.
Every mutation displays nature's ingenuity.
Well, plus we'll create a creature with reach.
We will adapt to any threat.
And there's tapped. No attacks. Now he's going to be eyeballing your Sorcerer. Good.
That's it. I'm done.
At this point, we have enough we can chump block the Llanowar. Opponent's completely tapped out with the scavenging. I'm gonna keep this Rootbound Crag in hand, make him think we have something, and I'm gonna go into full control here. Sure. Sure. We have what we need. We just need to draw into a creature. At this point, I don't mind using either Paradise Druid or Llanowar Elves to block some of the bigger creatures. So this seems like that seems like a no-brainer there. If I double block, this scavenging will have 2 targets. Something like this. And we don't draw into a creature. Let's go ahead and play this out. Tapped. No attacks. Look, dude. Yeah, not looking good here. So we have to block the scavenging. If we don't draw a creature, we're dead. GG. Alright, my friends, unfortunately we're going to have to end it on a loss. However, I think let me just check this win rate real quick. I think we're still at 60% for sure. Uno momento while I check this record. We have a maybe Still loading here. There we go. We have a 63% win rate. 5 wins, 3 losses with the deck. One of those, I think I mulliganed too aggressively. I think I mulliganed down to like 3, so it's probably my fault. But yeah, love the deck. I'm gonna keep playing it after this this episode on the ranked ladder. Just want to say one last time, if you're going to be new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It's free to you and helps us out so much. Feel free to drop me a comment, talk about strategy, deck ideas, misplays. I read the comments daily. And if you have any friends or family that are into Magic, please share the channel with it. Oh, excuse me. Also, don't forget, if you are going to be a new follower or subscriber on either my Twitch or YouTube channels, once you've done so, just reach out to me in the chat or the comments. Say something like, hey, I just followed or subscribed, and I can respond to you with an in-game code that you can use in Arena to unlock a mystery gift from Wizards. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.